light, the essence of joy, peace, warmth, safety. Where would we be without the light of our sun? What would exist on our earth without it? As the earth spins on its tilted axis, it orbits the flaming sphere of glorious light, always connected, yet so far away. The sun and the earth have always had a special relationship, and humans have come to celebrate that relationship. This connectedness provides our energy, our joy, our peace, warmth, safety, and hope. The earth and the sun move together in the vastness of space in an endless dance, the dance that creates the seasons. As the earth tilts toward the sun and moves closer, and as the earth tilts away and the sun seems to move further from us, we experience changes on the earth, in the length of our days and nights, changes in the climate and temperature, changes in the seasons. Spring, the time for planting, the time to prepare the earth for growing things. And summer comes when the earth provides a bounty for all living things on our planet. Every living thing. Then comes fall, when we gather the fruits of the harvest, the food that will feed a planet for the long winter night. And winter, when planets retreat to the warmth of the earth, storing nutrients just as humans have stored the harvest, as tiny animals store nuts and grains for the long, dark winter. Long ago, humans were alight with the knowledge of the path of the sun. They knew that the darkest day would come, the day of the solstice, when the rays of the sun would bless the earth for the shortest time. That meant that the solstice was the day of the longest night. The sun would seem to sit still in the sky. This 10,000-year-old geoglyph found in Kazakhstan was created to mimic the path of the sun and to predict the solstice 10,000 years ago. And Stonehenge, thought to be 5,000 years old, it was a place of ceremonies to honor the path of the sun and was likely created with the solstice in mind. This is the temple of Karnak in Egypt on the northern shores of Africa, and it was built in a way that the solstice sun is displayed prominently along its columns and its archways. How did they know, these ancient people, how did they know to honor the darkest day? Did they choose to honor the darkest day knowing that it marked the last of the darkness? That a new dawn would bring longer days? How do we celebrate the return of the light now? How do we mark our respect for the past and the hope for a new day? For centuries, humans have celebrated in different ways, but always with a common theme. Diwali, an ancient tradition that honors the history of its culture. Hindus, Jaina, and Sikhs. Diwali celebrates the victory of light over darkness. Hanukkah, celebrating light in honor of the oil that burned for 8 days in the Jewish tradition. Matunda ya Kwanzaa, or Kwanzaa, means first fruits, and Kwanzaa is celebrated for 7 nights, honoring 7 principles as families gather to light the candles of the Kinara. Advent is celebrated by lighting candles too. Advent is celebrated for 4 weeks prior to Christmas, when a wreath is created and a candle lit each Sunday in preparation for their special day. There's a celebration that comes after the month of Ramadan. It's called Eid al-Fitr, and it is a festival of food, community, gifts, and lights. Shortly after the solstice comes the new lunar year. The Chinese New Year is celebrated at that time, celebrated with spectacular lights, gifts, and community. We celebrate light at the time of our solstice, as our human family has done for generation after generation. As the darkest day comes, we honor and give thanks for what has come before and what is yet to come. The rebirth of light, the rebirth of joy, the rebirth of hope for the future, and the deepest celebration that we can ever know, the celebration of love. And the celebration of light.